to get on to, what you brought up in the break, Yvonne, was the 999 call.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the 999 call. You were really adamant that you wanted to get into that, so I'm just going to lay the floor open to you to tell us about the 999 call when Jeremy was outside and Sheila was still inside, alive.
Absolutely. Well, it's not very many months ago, actually, where we came across a document from 2002 from the Stoke Church Inquiry. And this document specifies, not once, not twice, but about 4 times, it states on it that they want them to take a statement from a police officer who monitored the 999 call made from White House Farm at 6:09 a.m. Now, at 6:09 a.m., Jeremy had been standing outside the house since 3:45 in the morning.
Right.
So he couldn't have made that 999 call. The police were outside. Virtually 77 police officers are at the scene surrounding the house. And so whilst they were all outside, nobody had gone in. And so somebody who was in that house made a 999 call at 6:09 a.m.
Well, of course, obviously, there would have been nobody allowed to go in. If Jeremy's outside, there would have been nobody allowed to go in because of the situation that they found themselves in.
Exactly, and it was only some 30 minutes earlier than that the police had been in conversation with somebody from inside the house. They'll deny that. They say that they were talking to Jeremy with a megaphone. So, I mean, how you talk to somebody who's standing next to you with a loud hailer, I don't know. But they were told they were in conversation. In conversation means a two-way chat like we are having now. You're not in conversation with somebody if you're not getting a response.
That's right.
And 30 minutes later, there's a 999 call made. 10 minutes after that, the police at the scene decide we better call ambulances. And in that short time space, 2 ambulances were called, one for immediate use and one for standby. So what changed? What changed that all of a sudden, they've been there since 10 to 4 in the morning. Why then at 6:09, after that call, they then required ambulances? Because they were told something. With a police officer, we know his name, who was monitoring that line. He was not asked to give a witness statement. He wasn't asked to give evidence at the trial. He wasn't asked in any investigations or inquiries, any single question. In fact, he was hidden from all records, and it's only because this one piece of paper from the Stoke Church Inquiry in 2001 and 2 turned up this piece of paper that has actually opened up this massive event that happened. They've covered the police officer up who monitored this telephone call. They've tried to explain, they've tried to put little inserts onto their police logs, which we believe are fraudulent. One at the bottom of the page, one at the top of the page, in different pens, which state to connect the open line to the 999 line. That's how they've tried to cover it. But they weren't allowed to do that. We've got statements off the telephone operator, BT rep, who said she wasn't allowed. She wasn't allowed to get an open telephone line and use up an emergency line by connecting it. The only way that could be done is for her to connect it straight at the open line straight through to the police station or whoever was monitoring it. We know that was done at 10 to 6 in the morning, that it was being monitored at 10 to 6. And something happened at 9 minutes past 6, where that phone was replaced and 999 was rung. And these are avenues that we are currently investigating. We've released this to the public because we thought the press have got to jump on this. This absolute proof that Jeremy didn't do, these terrible acts, what he's been accused of doing. This is absolute exculpatory evidence. And people are going to have to jump on this and realise, and they haven't. The press are not interested at all.
People don't, though, do they? People need some sort of catalysts. People need the emotion porn that they get from the mainstream media. And that's terribly, that's still the way that things are, is that people need that emotion porn that they get from mainstream media in order to be able to care about something.
I mean, what other, you know what, I couldn't believe it when I was like, oh, we found this, and I was so excited. I'm thinking, this is it, because this is all that you need, Jeremy, and this just blows everything out of the water. No, it doesn't.
No.
And that's, he's supposed to have killed everybody by this time. He's supposed to have killed everybody 3 hours before this. So who's alive in the house using the telephone? It's not a police officer.
No, the whole thing stinks.